All right, so we about to get it popping for the one time, all right? We about to get into some things. And listen, I don't want y'all trying to fight me in the comments, okay? We're just gonna have a real, honest conversation. All right. So let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to the point. Monogamy is dead, guys, especially in gay relationships. Now, before y'all start going, because I know y'all coming for me in the comments, hear me out. We're living in a time where the traditional idea of a relationship, of love and one person forever, no expectations, that's crumbling. Okay. And honestly, that might not be a bad thing. Now, for me, I just personally couldn't see myself in like being in a relationship and only sleeping with one person my entire rest of my life. I don't know. I've been gay for a long time. I've been in different relationships, and I just kind of feel like, I could never imagine myself going out of town, going out the country, me and my partner, and not getting into a little rendezvous on the weekend. Not having a little wild night, maybe not add somebody in or have a little one-off. I couldn't see it, So I just feel like for me and the people that I see that have had successful relationships or have been in relationships for a while, it seems as though, monogamy, non-monogamy is changing the game, all right? And it's building a lot of successful connections. And I feel like it will continue to do that in 2025. And so why monogamy for me isn't built, the idea of monogamy came from, well, it wasn't designed for us. It wasn't designed for us in mind. For decades, LGBT relationships were focusing onto secrecy. And now that we're more visible, there's this pressure to copy straight relationship models. But let's be real. Dating apps out here right now, like Grindr, Scruff, Sniffies, that offer casual sex and hookups in ways that straight culture hasn't fully embraced yet. When you're surrounded by temptation and variety 24/7, monogamy starts to feel unrealistic. Let's just keep it a bean. Here's the kicker. Monogamy isn't failing because we're bad at love. It's failing because the system itself was never meant to support the way we live, date, and thrive as gay men. That's the truth. So it ain't us, it's them. Open relationship works for a lot of couples because they just aren't about sex. They're about honesty. And you're not pretending attraction stops once you commit. Instead, you're creating a space where both people can be their full, authentic selves without judgment. A lot of times we try to act like we're not attracted to other things. And that's just not real life. So, you get a variety without deception. You don't have to sneak around. You get stronger communication skills. Couples in open relationships talk more about their feelings and boundaries, to be honest. And you get the freedom to be yourself. You're not forced into a box that doesn't fit your needs. If monogamy is the fairy tale, open relationships are the reality and honesty. And honestly, reality might be better. I'm just saying, a lot of people that I've talked to, they find it better that way. It works. Now, there are some challenges of the non-traditional dynamics, and it's not always easy. So let's keep it real. Open relationships aren't a magic fix. They come with their own set of challenges. Jealousy, it's real. Boundaries, they're not negotiable. And if you're not ready to have those hard conversations, it's not going to work. Okay? Because I've seen some people that do a lot of crazy stuff and it didn't work. While communication is key, though, the only way these setups thrive is through consistent and constant communication. You have to be honest about your fears, your limits, and what you need from your partner. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for failure. An open relationship without trust is just two people playing games. And ain't nobody got time for that, So just keep it a bead and keep the communication going. That's very important. But redefining your love on your terms is really what this is about. The real truth about gay relationships, whether you're monogamous or open or somewhere in the middle, the real truth about gay relationships is the success isn't about focusing on rules. It's about creating a connection that works for you. Okay? Now you can grow. There is growth through redefining your relationships, redefining your love. It's a personal thing, right? You have to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you need? What am I willing to give? That kind of clarity takes courage, but at the same time, it's a foundation of any successful relationship. At the end of the day, love isn't one size fits all. It's a custom made. And the sooner we embrace that, the happier we'll all be. Is monogamy dead? Maybe. Or maybe it's just evolving. Either way, the key to thriving in a gay relationship, I feel, in 2025 is having some sort of openness in your relationship. Okay, now I don't think that you just you don't have to go fully one way open, like I'm over here, you're over there, and we just come home to eat dinner. But if that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do. I just feel like we have to be real with the idea that men are men, and that is just our life. We see sex all the time. We're constantly fighting temptation. Now, you don't even really need the dating apps. They were just the catalyst of it all. Again, going back to the Grinder and the Scruff and the Snippies, but back when I was coming up, we had Downlink, A for A, BGC. We had so many different things. And now we've got social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, OnlyFans. So everything is a click away. And the fact that, most men watch so much freaking porn, your fantasy and what you like and what you're turned into and what you'll accept or what you want to do, your palate gets expanded. And as men, we're visual creatures. So we always want to try this, we want to try that, or we want to do this. And sometimes I feel like, the sex thing isn't even about because you necessarily like each other. I think it's more so like, we're all men, we're all horny, and let's just do it. You're hot, boom. There it is. Now let's go kiki at the bar later. I mean, it's crazy, but that's what happens. Like, I know people that give that even in friend groups, I don't know. It's very interesting dynamic. But I think that when we bring it back to ourselves, I think a lot of times, like personally, I've had to get to the point where I had to accept who I was, what I liked, what I was interested in, and how far I would go. And with that, I feel like you become a stronger person. When you're trying to fit the mold of other people, that is what leads you into depression. That is what leads you into procrastination. That is what leads you into secrecy and not wanting to really live in your true, authentic self because you're afraid of judgment or what people are going to say. And I just think as gay men, and I've been out for a lot of years and I've seen it all, I think that we just got to be real. This shit only works if in time you can add other people to it. I don't know. And I know some of y'all gonna kill me in the comments and swear that no, that's just you. But I think I was talking to one of my homeboys and he was like, I'm a top, but if I date somebody, I have to date another top. And I'm like, well, why? If you're a top, he was like, well, because if I date a bottom, bottoms have a mindset of they want to be monogamous, and I'm not monogamous. And he's like, and here my dumb ass, and here I am thinking, well, I'm monogamous, and he's like, are you monogamous? He said, I thought you said you in a relationship you had like a threesome or whatever. And I was like, well, yeah, but I didn't do it behind the person's back. They're like, that's still not monogamous. You're not monogamous then. The whole time I'm thinking monogamy is like, as long as you and the other person are on the same page. I didn't know monogamy was just like, no, you don't even invite people, you don't cheat, you don't do threesome, you don't do open, you don't do drive-by, nothing. It's just you and that person, whether they know or they don't know. So I was like, well, shit, I guess I'm not monogamous either. Like, cause I don't just go out and just do stuff where I'm like, but the person don't know. Usually we on it together, but I realized that I guess that ain't monogamy. So I had to realize, well, damn, I don't know if I could be in a world and not do that every now and then. Maybe not my whole life, maybe not the whole relationship, but every now and then you might. But going back to what I was saying about my friend, he was like, well, I only want to date tops because bottoms want too much of a monogamous situation, and that just doesn't work for me. And nothing against the bottoms, and but I could see how they could probably want more of that because they fall more into the submissive role. But I just think it takes a strong person, and I really like that guy because you could tell that he was very self-aware, very confident in himself, and he knew what he wanted, so he wouldn't waste people's time. And with that being said, I could see, even if he's not monogamous, he gets more guys. He gets more guys and gets more attention because it's the confidence. It's the confidence that he possesses. And it's like, people love confidence. People love when you're self-aware, and people love when you live in your truth. Sometimes we'll go out here and not really live in our truth, trying to impress other people. Whole time, we will get more if we just say what it is. A lot of times we'll be trying to not say what we want or say what we like, thinking that we're going to get judged. Whole time, if you just put it out on the floor, that person probably thinking the same thing. They probably want to do the same thing, or they like you even more because they feel like, damn, this nigga got like some nuts. This nigga got some balls. Like, he really just said that. I'm trying to see what he about, because that's a different kind of that's a different type of confidence, a different type of cocky right there. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to be like, you got to risk. You got to throw that haymaker like, yo, this is what I'm on. What's up? Are you on that? 9 times out of 10, people gon' rock with you. People gon' rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think being gay and just like, it really did a number like on my confidence for a while, because there's so much competition out there. Either you're not, your skin got to be good, your money got to be good, your car got to be fast, your dick got to be big, your ass got to be fat, your body got to be this, your teeth got to be like this, your hair got to be like this. If you're light skinned, you're better. You got to be mixed. You got to stay young forever. It's like, you know what? I ain't got time for that. Like, if you like me, you gonna like me for me, and this is how I'm coming. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what works, and this is what it is. I think that it's so much pressure being gay and like, trying to find, you got to fit into all these, you got to fit into these gender roles, you got to fit into society, but then within our own community, you got to fit a certain tax bracket, a certain body weight, height requirement, color, complexion, freak level. It's just so many different things. So I think for me, once I realize who I am, what I like, what I'm into, the people that are interested in me are going to come. And at that point, it is what it is, right? So I think that the first step to being in a successful gay relationship is really redefining love and understanding what it is that you want and being honest about it. Like, don't waste someone's time. If you're not monogamous, don't get into a relationship with a monogamous person. If you're a monogamous person and the person tells you, hey, I'm not monogamous, don't think that you're going to be the one to try to change them. Because you're going to leave yourself, you're going to be pissed off. You're going to leave that situation upset and feeling hurt. All right. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you believe monogamy is dead? Do you believe that it's not? What is your relationship status now? And until next time, keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.